Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ProDev Lab. My name is Dave Deese, and I am your host for this podcast. And today, the title of this podcast is Face It, Don't Fear It. And I have to credit my wife, Donna, for the title as we discussed this broadcast. And my friend and mentor, Dr. James Smith Jr., teaches Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And one of my favorite authors on Stoicism, Ryan Holiday, wrote a book called The Obstacle is the Way. And the Stoics taught this, and it has been life-changing for me, and I wanted to share that with you. The concept is that instead of turning your back or running away from something that might be happening, something that you are afraid of, face it head on. That doesn't mean look for trouble. Excuse me. What it means is if something is challenging you, or if you have a challenge. For me, honestly, it was financial. And being somebody who grew up in an environment where, how would you say this, confrontation was not encouraged, it was very difficult for me. I would be afraid of, losing things, or basically that's it, just losing things because I didn't have the money to pay for it. And through the learning of facing my fear and taking on the obstacles, and the concept of the obstacle is the way means that when you're faced with an obstacle, that's your sign, or that's your time to be able to shine. That's your opportunity, instead of running away, taking it on and moving towards it. So again, having trouble financially or being challenged financially, instead of saying, oh God, what am I going to do? I'm not going to have enough, or worry about if I'm going to get a raise, or, whatever. I said, well, hold it, wait a minute. I went ahead and I found an additional job, or an additional revenue stream. And since I've done that, yeah, I have to work a few extra hours a week. And maybe it didn't solve all my problems off the bat, but it will. It's helping my financial situation. More importantly, it allows me to focus on things that are really important in my life. And if you can apply this on the job, now how does this work with professional development skills? Well, if I have a challenge, like a class that I need to teach that I'm not comfortable with, instead of worrying about it without trying to get out of it or finding another way, I say, okay, bring it on. I will take that on. I will take that challenge, and I will work on it. I will work towards it. And it has changed my life in a way that I never expected it to. And I really want to share that idea with you and to give this a try. So if you have a project that maybe you don't have the skills to do, go learn those skills. Practice those skills. Use your AI tools, or go to the library, or buy your favorite book, a book by your favorite author. Whatever it might take. Maybe listen to more podcasts, take a online course, whatever it takes. So the point is when you are challenged, instead of that being an old trigger that says, oh my God, I can't do it, say, all right, this is my next growth spurt. This is my next opportunity to change, to improve, to make things better for myself. And applying that to the job when you're onto your career. You need a promotion, instead of worrying about it, instead of, using that dysfunctional triangle where you talk to somebody else about it instead of directly to your manager. Go to your manager or your leader and say, I'd really like to work on a promotion. How can we do that? So one way might be you go ask your human resource department and say, what is the job title? Or go online and find out this job title. This is where I am now. Where am I going to do? I'm actually running a webinar today, the day that I recorded this. I'm running a webinar today titled How to Level Up with AI, Skills, Smarts, and Self-Leadership. And basically, what I'm trying to tell you, or what I want to tell you, is that instead of worry, anxiety, depression, sadness, and mostly fear, let that be a positive trigger to say, this is it. Here's my opportunity. I feel this fear, so that must be my obstacle, which must mean this is where I'm going to face. That's the direction I want to go in. So when you feel that, I want you to change that trigger of fear. And instead of running away from it, I want you to face that challenge. So face it. Don't fear it. And this will change your life. If you'd like more detail, please check out other podcasts on the ProDev Lab. You can also go to www.theprodevlab.com. Again, the ProDev Lab, all one word, .com. And send me a message and I'll respond. You can also reach me at davidvincentdeese@gmail.com. Last name is spelled D-E-C. So David Vincent Deese, D-E-C, @gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook at David V. Deese and on LinkedIn as Dave Deese. And always here at the ProDev Lab. So thanks for being here, and I wish you the best luck. Face it. Don't fear it. Again, my name is Dave Deese. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in another podcast soon. Be well.